Hey teacher besties, what are some of your go-to ways for how you upgrade a teaching lesson? I received a request from a health teacher that was doing a lesson on tobacco with her middle school students. Dissatisfied with the worksheet style approach that the curriculum offered, she wanted some insight on how to make the lessons more engaging. So I gave her my top 3 ways that I personally use anytime that I need to upgrade a lesson. Number 1, introduce a mini project. Personally, I love projects. A well-designed project can hold the attention of a student, which can motivate them to work independently within their group, and that frees me up to monitor individual students more closely and give differentiated help when needed. So I try my best to integrate a project into every lesson, having students engage in projects almost every week. The second way I upgrade a lesson is to use creativity-based activities. So even if I'm not doing a full project, I always include activities that will tap into a student's creativity. I want them to be able to use their imagination in a way that's related to the content. And the third way that I upgrade my lesson is to make real-world connections. Now, a curriculum may try to make real-world connections. Unfortunately, too often, it doesn't connect to the real world of our students. So the trick is to make a connection to their real world. So for this teacher's lesson on tobacco, I introduced a mini project where the students either had to make a video or act out a play related to making choices about tobacco. For the creativity activity, I suggested to the teacher that she include the students complete a caricature of someone who uses tobacco. Having the students draw out exaggerated features of someone who uses tobacco not only taps into their creativity of their imagination of what the effects of tobacco may look like, but it also makes it fun for students to be able to produce an artifact that they can relate to and use as a reference. The last thing that I suggested for her lesson specifically is to connect to their real life. So when we talk about tobacco, we know that adults have access to it, but students are not supposed to. And when we look at that discrepancy and compare that to other substances that maybe adults have access to that students don't, or even things that students do have access to but may still be bad for them, that discrepancy introduces an engaging talking point that students should have a lot of input on. So that connection, that of discrepancy and essentially life not being fair, can engage all students into a discussion that they will want to voice their opinion about. Comment down below what are your go-to ways for how you upgrade your own personal lessons. Check the description box below to access the newsletter where you can get a copy of the lesson plan that I prepared for her along with the slides of a sample lesson that she could use. Be a friend, tag a teacher, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.